You know, some words we use every single day without a second thought. Take the word waiting. Sounds simple, right? Well, what if I told you that this one little word unlocks a secret, a really fascinating, kind of radical idea about the English language itself?
Okay, let's look at a sentence like this. We were tired of waiting for him. I mean, you've probably said something just like that 100 times. It's totally normal, everyday stuff. And yeah, on the surface, it is. But believe it or not, there's something hidden in there.
See, that one word, waiting, it's actually part of this, well, you could call it a super exclusive club. It's on a special list, a list that was created to totally flip how we think about English on its head. So it really makes you wonder, right? What in the world could be so special about the word waiting?
All right, so the clue to this whole mystery, it's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, right on the Simple English Wiktionary page for the word. And when you first look at it, it seems pretty boring, honestly. Just a standard dictionary page, you know? It's got the pronunciation, what it means, the different verb forms, all the usual stuff. But if you zoom in, look closer, tucked away right there at the top, there's this one little line that's so easy to miss. It says, waiting is on the Basic English 850 list. Boom, that's it. That little sentence is our rabbit hole into this entire fascinating story. Which, of course, brings up the million-dollar question, right? The Basic English 850 list. What on earth is that?
Well, that list is the heart of a whole project called Basic English. And it's basically what it sounds like, a complete, but way simpler version of the English language. So let's unpack that a bit. So Basic English is this whole system designed from the ground up to be super clear. The idea was to create a kind of universal tool, something anyone in the world could use to communicate. And maybe even more importantly, it was designed to be the perfect starting point for someone trying to learn English for the first time.
And here's the wild part. The entire language is built around one single number, 850. That's it, just 850 words. The idea was that with this core set of carefully chosen words, you could say almost anything you needed to. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's like being handed a very small but incredibly powerful toolkit for communication.
And the goal here was, well, it was huge. The main idea was to take English, which can be, let's be honest, a really complicated language to learn, and make it way more accessible for everyone, everywhere. It was supposed to be a simple tool for getting ideas across clearly and a great launchpad for learners before they had to tackle, the thousands and thousands of other words in regular English.
Okay, so now that we've got this idea of a whole language made of just 850 words, let's bring it all back to where we started. Let's figure out why a simple word like waiting is a perfect fit for this system. So just look at the different forms of the verb to wait. It's so consistent, isn't it? You have wait, waits, waited, waiting. There are no weird spellings, no crazy exceptions to memorize. It follows a really clean, predictable pattern. And that right there, that's the whole philosophy of Basic English in a nutshell. It's all about picking words that follow simple rules. If you're learning a new language, having that kind of predictability is just a huge, huge help. And that's exactly why waiting made the cut. It's not just some random word. It's like the perfect poster child for this whole idea. So, this whole concept of being simple on purpose, it's a much bigger deal than just some quirky language experiment. Let's talk for a minute about why there's actually a ton of power in using fewer but better words. When you get right down to it, Basic English really makes you think. It's a powerful argument for picking clarity over complexity, especially today when we're all so connected globally. It proves that having a small, solid foundation can be the absolute best way to start learning something new. And honestly, it just goes to show that even the most ordinary words, the ones we use all the time, can have an amazing story hidden inside. So, I'll leave you with this question. We live in a world that is just overflowing with complicated information and jargon, right? So in a world like that, could this simple, kind of radical idea, boiling things down to just 850 key words, actually be the secret to making things a whole lot clearer for everyone?